This is a video of the installation of an Amazon aluminum radiator for my 1971 MG Midget. And the reason, if you've watched my channel before, that I'm replacing this radiator, this is the radiator that I had in the car previously, and it was in pretty decent shape. This is one of the old brass and copper radiators, and it got destroyed when I installed one of the Moss electric fan kits. And when I pushed through the holding pins that hold the plastic radiator or plastic electric fan in place, it damaged several of these tubes that run vertically through the radiator. Anyway, so unfortunately I've got an older, crappier version in the car just so I could take it to a couple of shows and drive the car around for the last few weeks while I was waiting on this replacement aluminum radiator to come in. And on this aluminum radiator, I'm not going to push anything through the fins if I can avoid it. I'm going to install the thermostat on this plug right here. I'm going to drill and tap that and thread the electric thermostat into this plug. The aluminum should have good enough conductivity, and this is a solid piece of aluminum, that when the coolant is hot enough for the fan to kick on, this should be hot and it should conduct the heat just fine to the brass switch, thermostat switch. So that'll be one of the first things I do after I drain the coolant out of the Midget, and then hopefully this radiator fits where the old one did. I did take a bunch of measurements, and they look to be about the same size. This radiator came totally aluminum, and I painted it black because I really don't want the look of an aluminum radiator in my engine bay. So another black shiny radiator is the way I'm going to go. So first thing to do, take off the grill, drain all the coolant out of this, and then I'll be back when I've got the new radiator in place, and I'll show you what the thermostat looks like installed in that plug. So the new radiator is in. It was a hassle, of course, to put those little bolts on the bottom part of the radiator, but the radiator did fit pretty well. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to drill a hole in this plug that's on the left side of the radiator, looking at the car from the front. So this is a 632 thread that's on this little, I think they call it a snap switch or something, but it's a thermostat. This was the piece that came out of the other radiator, and it's got a 632 hole in the end. So we'll drill a hole, we'll tap it, we'll thread this guy on, and then I'll show you what it looks like on the car. So there we have it. That's that little plug with the thermostat for the electric fan drilled and tapped and spun into there, and those wires look okay. Might clean those up and tuck them up in some different way, but for the moment that's all right, and that's good enough for me to test too when the switch kicks on. And I think that radiator looks pretty good painted black. Just need to get the sticker now that used to be on the side, and as you can see, I didn't bother painting the inside because you can't see it. So the next video, I guess, will be with me and the car running, and once I fill this up with coolant and run it and make sure that the fan still kicks on when it gets hot. But that'll be for tomorrow. So the car is running with the new radiator, just looking for leaks to make sure that everything's okay before I take it for a little run. No visible leaks yet. The radiator is definitely hot, so thermostat must have opened. My biggest concern was that there might be some interference here with the way this new radiator, the filler neck, comes pretty close to my heater core tube. Bit of a noisy vibration coming from something. I'll have to take a look for that. No leaks yet as far as I can see though. So the electric fan just kicked on. So that's that switch right there, and I think it kicked on at about the same point that, yep, that's about the same point it kicked on when I was pushed through the radiator. So everything looks okay so far. I'll take the car for a shakedown, but that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching.